Why is it everyone keeps invoking Iran when it comes to Hamas, a Sunni organization that supported it, some guises the US policy in Syria trying to overthrow President Assad? How successful is the media and Netanyahu and Joe Biden and European leaders in trying to make out that this is somehow to do with Iran, the October 7th attack?
Yes, I think we have here a battle of narratives, and we have something that I call the battle of the pretext with the context. And namely, people use the 7th of October as a pretext to implement policies that they were unable to implement in full before. Let's take the Americans. The Americans used the events of the 7th of October as a pretext to resend or reassert military presence in the area, and to try and win back some of the hegemony they have lost due to their failed policies after 2001. Israeli leaders use the event as a pretext to implement a massive ethnic cleansing, which they could not implement during a time of no war. I don't call it time of peace because there was no peace, but at least in time of no war, Israel is fully aware that during a war you can do much more in terms of mass expulsions than you can do during the time of no war. So yes, I do think that this is one battle of narrative. The other one is, of course, to build this story that Iran is behind everything, like an octopus that sends all its, whatever you call them, hands into various areas, instead of listening to the Secretary General of the United Nations, who would say Hamas doesn't need Iran, Palestinians don't need Iran to resist throughout the years of occupation, colonization, and oppression against the Israelis. There's no need for any power from the outside, whether regional or international, to tell a colonized people who are exposed to ethnic cleansing and now genocidal policies. They don't need someone from the outside to tell them to try and resist and to cry to the world, stop this colonization and oppression. It's quite incredible how some intelligent people in the West are repeating this narrative, which comes out of Hollywood, but has nothing to do with the reality on the ground. Anyone who knows the Palestinian struggle from the very beginning knows that Christians and Muslims are involved in it, that it has a very strong left side to it as well, that it relies on Russia, China, and Iran and Brazil and other countries who are willing to challenge American hegemony. I mean, this is a typical third world anti-colonialist struggle that just in terms of periodization is outside the conventional framework of most of the anti-colonial and successful struggles that happened probably between the 1970s until the end of the last century. But this is an ongoing struggle that belongs to that period. It just didn't materialize yet.